This comes from Maria. Hi, Matt. Question for Trent. When talking about faith and apologetics, when is it cowardly to avoid the topic with others? Context. Place where I'm from used to be very religious, but people I work with from younger generations know of the faith without knowing much about it and are really prejudiced and against anything Catholic. Yeah. I usually intervene when they mention things that are completely untrue, but generally avoid the subject, especially when they are openly mocking anything religious. I thought I was being prudent, but then there's this thin line between prudence and cowardice. It's so true, yeah.
Just like there's a thin line between courage and foolhardy. There's a thin line between temperate and mealy-mouthed. You know, it's the virtues. You're always walking kind of a fine. It's kind of like the virtues. It's like a triangle. Like walking on it. It's you can get your grip here, but it's easy to slide down to one side or another.
That's good.
So
that triangle one's better than what Aristotle came up with. Well done.
Better than Aristotle.
Boom.
Trent Horn.
That's going to be in your biography.
Right.
One day on Pints with Aquinas, Matt Fradd said I was better than Aristotle. Keep going.
Goodness. Yeah. So when it comes to choosing, it is going to be a judgment call. I think you have to ask yourself a question: why am I not saying anything? And if it's because I'm worried about how I will look, then it might be leaning towards cowardice. If the concern is it's not going to be overall helpful for this person, like if they're just not in the mood to talk about this right now, or they've made that clear, I think what can help us get around this fear is using a Socratic approach. In fact, there's a recent book, Wisdom and Wonder, The Apologetics of Peter Kraft, that Brandon Vaught has put in an anthology. A bunch of us wrote tributes to Peter Kraft. And I wrote about, there's two books. One is that, the other is from Word on Fire called The New Apologetics by Matt Nelson. And a bunch of us wrote about how apologetics has developed. And I wrote a chapter in there on Socratic apologetics, like asking people questions.
Yeah.
You're
very good at that.
But it makes you less scared to do it. It's because I'm just asking a question. I just want to know. And then it's not you trying like, hey, have you thought about doing, let me tell you about why I believe in Jesus and you should too. And it's like, would you ever want to come to church with me? What do you think about the church right now? I don't know. I'm just curious what you think. And that's it.
I think it works if you're actually curious and are not trying to pummel them with questions in that negative.
Yeah, you don't want to, because some people think the Socratic method is like a lawyer and cross-examination.
Right.
And there's a point to do that.
Yeah.
But you should start with a lot of just gathering information.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment below letting us know what you thought about the video.